Alright, you little Marcopisus. We're back for episode 2. And I just gotta say, when I open this game, the song that plays, pretty fire. Look it up. I might show you later. Who knows? Let's load this bad boy. Alright. Not to date the episode. What happened last time, you might be asking? We can check the log. And we're traveling with Leanna Dawn. And... oh, she blushed the last time, and we are traveling together, which is pretty epic. We're trying to find the Mage Academy, and something about crystals. What's this game called? Crystalline. Crystal Light. We travel together. Let's keep going. It's been pretty silent. I wonder if I should say something. The weather. Ask about the Pongo, ask her what brought her here. I like that there's so many choices. This is really epic. Her gauntlet, I don't have anything pressing to say. I'm really just curious about her gauntlet right now. Without seeming too suspicious, I try to get a better look at her gauntlet. What was that thing she was doing with it earlier? Leanna notices me staring and shifts uncomfortably.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I was just curious about your gauntlet.
Oh, my manipulator?
Sure.
All mages have a manipulator. It's how we use energy to interact with the elements around us.
If she's a mage, why does she have a sword? Wow, my immersion ruined. Wait, you mean you can cast spells?
I suppose that's one way to phrase it.
Whoa, can you show me something cool?
Like what?
Anything, tornado power. Cast magic missile. I don't see anything. I don't know. Do anything. Leanna pauses while she thinks. Then her face brightens. She lifts up her gauntlet and points towards the Pongo. Oh my gosh, she's gonna kill him! He levitates in the air, much to the Pongo's surprise. As he hovers in the air, he looks in awe around him and opens his mouth, trying to eat the air. Silly Pongo, you can't eat air. Oh, he's so silly. Can we get a like for Pongo? Am I right, everybody? Oh, I love Pongo. Leanne giggles and gently places him back down. That was sweet. That's it? Honestly? That's it? Huh.
What's wrong?
I was kind of expecting something more.
While it is possible for me to do more, I need to conserve the energy in my manipulator.
Sure. As the conversation ends, I wonder if I should ask anything else. Okay, Pongo. So we can just keep going. Let's just keep going. We love text-based games. That's why you come to the Marcopisu channel. I glance behind us again, just as I expected. The Pongo hops along. So, the Pongo's still following us. Leanne? Is it Leanna? Leanna. Yeah, Leanna glances back and grins.
That's not too surprising.
Why not?
Pongos are attracted to magical energy. That's why it was so strange that it showed no interest in my manipulator.
It's still following us, though.
It's following you. My readings showed you're full of magical energy. As far as the Pongo is concerned, you're a buffet.
Oh, dude, we're Golden Corral? Can I get a like for Golden Corral, please? Huh? As I think over what Leanna said, I look at the Pongo one more time. This time he looks right back at me and his eyes crinkle as he splits into a huge grin.
Boy.
Oh, boy. He leaps up into the air and reaches the height of my waist. Oh, dude, he's in prime position. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh, Pongo, please. Please. Whoa. Oh, Pongo, please. He jumps high again. Leanna giggles.
I think he's tired of hopping.
I think he's tired of something else. I'm too bad. Pongo can walk. Trail of Tears. Okay. Oh, dude, last episode I was horny. This episode I'm hoppy. I'm gonna carry him. After what he's done. Oh, dude. Oh, Pongo. Okay. I'm gonna buckle down, and I'm gonna do this episode family friendly. I guess it can kind of be hard to keep up when you're so much smaller than us. Oh my gosh, I'm so loopy right now. I got 12 wisdom teeth taken out of my feet. I'm just so hopped up. Okay, serious time. Deep breath. I hold out my hands, and the Pongo hops right into my palm. But he doesn't stop there. I said I was going to be family friendly. Before I can react, he hops onto my shoulder and jumps again to land on top of my head. I feel a cool wiggle in my hair. Leanna giggles again. What's he doing?
Nothing. He's just so happy.
She reaches out a finger to stroke the pongo, who chirrups contentedly. Leanna's smile broadens. Then she clears her throat as she tries to take on a more serious expression. Her steps quicken as she resumes walking. Need me a girl who can walk. You know what I'm saying, fellas? Like, if she can walk, oh my gosh. Okay, this will be the last thing we say. So, not that I'm complaining, but what exactly were you doing out in the field?
The field?
Where you found me?
Oh, there have been rumors of high energy readings around Meadow Hill, so I was sent to investigate. I had already checked out the surrounding area, and there'd been no clear source for all that excess energy until today.
When you met me? She nods. I hadn't been in the field for very long before you found me, though.
You might be a byproduct of whatever created the energy spike in the first place.
The New York rats. We are from New York, canonically. What do you think that was?
I'm not sure. I haven't seen readings of that level before. The Mage Academy should be able to help explain.
I wonder what it takes to become a mage. So, besides magic, what else does the Mage Academy teach?
Oh, all the basics. How to use a manipulator, how to control your energy, the many usages and differences between crystals and spheres.
Got it. Yep, simply. That makes sense. I nod. This place is kind of funky and weird, but doesn't seem too fundamentally different from back home. Yeah, in New York we got crystals all over the place, I'll tell you what. I think I'm starting to understand how things work. The conversation lulls to a close. I listen for the sounds of wildlife as we continue walking. I can hear the usual song of birds and the faint whoosh of wings flapping in the air. Occasionally, there's a rustle amid the trees, and I even swat at the bugs buzzing around my eyes. It all feels very familiar, reminding me of home. Leanna clears her throat.
So, you're from USA?
Oh yeah, we're from, USA, yeah. USA, but yeah.
Which kingdom is that in?
We're sticking with USA. How should I phrase this? In the Kingdom of North America. She frowns and scratches her neck.
I'm a little ashamed to say I'm not familiar with that place. Where is it?
North of South. On Earth.
Earth?
Okay, time to take a different approach. Let me see if I can explain. Alright, tell me, where are we right now?
In Meadow Hill.
And where is that?
In the Kingdom of Havengard.
And where is Havengard?
In the land of Asaria.
And what is that a part of?
Terra, of course.
Okay, so Terra is my Earth. She pauses as my words sink in, then she gasps.
Wait, are you not from Terra?
From what I've heard so far, I'm not. Oh, dang it, Markapisu messed up. Unforgivable. Leave a like, though. She looks concerned.
How did you get here?
That's what I'm hoping the Mage Academy can tell me.
Right, but I mean, how did you come to Meadow Hill specifically? Do you remember anything before you were in the field?
I think back. I was studying in the library, and I've been extra tired because that's the same day I have my evening class. And I still remember everything about me in my past. I have to say, I like this background music. Kind of makes me want to just like grab a pongo and just start, hugging it. Family friendly. Yeah.
Well, at least we know you don't have amnesia.
I nod. She lapses back into silence, looking thoughtful. Gosh, I'm so bad today. I have a lot to think about myself. My head is swimming with everything I've learned so far. Although there are some similarities between Terra and Earth, I've only scratched the surface on all the differences. I really hope the Mage Academy can help explain what is going on. And more importantly, how I can get back home. Pongo said it all. The Pongo flips in front of my eyes. I carefully scoop him back into place on my head. Whoa, what happened there? Did you slip? Aw, Pongo sounds so embarrassed. Is it my imagination, or did that poi poi sound a little sheepish? Leanna looks over and grins.
You were trying to get a good look at our friend here, weren't you?
I feel movement on my head as I assume the Pongo nods.
Looks like someone got a little adventurous and lost his footing.
Oh, Pongo. I let out a chuckle as Leanna giggles. Once the Pongo is secured, we continue walking. I'm enjoying this, I hope you are too. The sun dips in the sky and bathes the tips of the trees in a soft glow. Oh, dude, my tip. My feet ache. I'm sorry. My feet ache in protest with each step I take, and my legs are tight from all the walking. Whoa, look at this town. So lively. So many barrels and boxes and signs and roofs even. Amazing. Finally we come. And that's episode 2. Finally we come. Finally we come upon the perimeter of the village. Leanna grins as she leads me through the gates.
Here we are, Meadow Hill Village.
I take the time to catch my breath and discreetly rest my burning muscles. Leanna hardly seems affected by the long trek. We're finally here. How was this close? I thought you said this place was close.
It is. It's only a half a day's walk.
I wait for her to say she's joking, but she's completely serious. How was that close? We should have just used Ober.
I'm sorry?
I shake my head. Nothing. She cocks her head curiously, then shrugs.
Let's continue. We can rest at the inn tonight.
As she resumes walking, I ignore my screaming legs and follow her. The village is still bustling with people even at this time of day. I suppose they're getting in their last errands before nightfall. For the most part, everyone seems to focus on their own tasks. Okay, the music so far in this game? I'm digging it. I like it. They barely glance at Leanna, but when their gazes are drawn to me, they don't look away. Mayhaps the Pongo on my head is giving it away. In fact, their steps slow and they crane their necks as we pass. Now I know how an animal feels at the zoo. Leanna overhears my muttering and watches the people around us.
It's your clothes. They're very peculiar.
What? Oh, sorry. I thought that was a ... What I'm wearing is normal where I'm from. Even though the stares are directed at me. Wow, I am messing up left and right. Oh my gosh. Leanna seems equally uncomfortable.
Okay, new plan. Let's stop by the shops before they close. We don't need to draw attention to ourselves.
I instinctively pat my back pocket where I keep my wallet. I doubt they'll accept card here. Or dollars. I don't have any money.
That's okay. I'll take care of it.
Wow, she's so nice. I like a girl who's independent. Don't make a big deal out of it. No, she's super nice, and I know we're horny, but that's just really generous, even if we're horny. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
It's understandable given your circumstances.
I'll pay you back once I can. Leanna smiles and nods. Leanna changes directions and leads me towards an adjacent street. There are rows of quaint shops lining both sides of the road. I read the signs as we walk by. Edward's Apothecary, Blackstone Forge, Dragon Scale Armory. Huh?
What is it?
I was just thinking how convenient it is that everything's in English here.
English?
I should have expected the question based on how our previous conversations have gone, but I'm still a little taken aback. It's what we're speaking now.
We're speaking common.
It's very RPG-like. What? Leanna pauses in front of a shop and peers inside. Satisfied, she motions for me to follow.
Never mind. Come on in. We're here.
Come on in. Ooh-wee. I step into the shop, and the first thing I notice is the overpoweringly musty smell of leather. It's not surprising considering the walls are lined with different types of leatherware. Dude, we want chainmail. What is this? Chainmail or I'm quitting. A small elderly man emerges from the back. A pair of round glasses sit on his nose as an apron hangs around his neck.
Welcome. Please, take a look around.
He said, welcome. His smile falters when he notices me. Leanna clears her throat.
We're looking for a new wardrobe for my friend here.
Yes, of course.
The shopkeeper blinks back to reality and resumes his pitch.
Well, you've come to the right place. We tan our hides and stitch the pieces ourselves. You won't find any finer quality than here.
Leanna smiles politely and strolls towards the selections. I check out two seemingly identical leather vests, both of which are marked at different prices. I really can't see a difference between the two. Maybe they boost different stats. Hey, Leanna. She turns around. Which one of these will increase my defense, strength, dexterity, intelligence, or focus? Okay. In the off chance that we actually get to pick here, we want to be a warrior, I think, so we want strength. We don't need this gosh darn newfangled dexterity intelligence. We want strength. Strength. She wrinkles her brows.
Wouldn't that be more reflective of your training?
Wait, they don't have stats in this world? What? So none of these raise any stats? Lena gives me a weird look.
Do your clothes where you come from raise stats?
Only if you consider cool points to be a stat. She looks just as confused as before. Never mind. She smiles as we continue perusing. One by one, Leanna and I pick out my new outfit. Once all the pieces have been chosen, she goes to haggle with the shopkeeper. I tune out of their discussion and watch the people passing by. Their clothing are simple in design, meant to be more functional than aesthetic. To my surprise, everybody walks around armed. This village doesn't seem dangerous, but looks can be deceiving.
Why don't you get changed now? There's a space in the back to give you some privacy.
I nod and take the clothes from her. Once I've ensured privacy, I quickly get changed. Oh dude, those are changing sound effects if I've ever heard them. Luckily, these clothes have pockets, and I can just transfer everything over. I palm my wallet, decks of cards, and loose change. Next is my phone. I try to turn it on just to see if it will work, but it doesn't react. The battery must be dead. I get the feeling that they don't have wall chargers here. Shrugging it off, I slip my phone into my pocket too. When I emerge, Lena gives me a once-over. How do I look? She grins and nods in satisfaction.
Wow, look at you, just like a native. This look suits you.
I match her grin. Thanks.
Let's go find the inn now.
Alright. We're already taking her to an inn? This is epic. She heads out of the shop and I follow her. Actually, maybe we can stop by the armory. She pauses and looks curiously at me.
Armory? You want to get a weapon?
Her question is careful, cautious. The goal is to blend in, right? It's weird that a person wearing leather armor is traveling unarmed. I look like a hostage or something.
You do have a point. Plus, it could come in handy.
Why do I not like the sound of that?
Do you know how to use a weapon?
Again, although her voice holds no hostility, I can sense her caution. I practice kendo competitively. She blinks. It's a type of sword fighting where I come from.
I see.
Leanna falls silent as she gazes out into the street. After an extended pause, she nods. We head to the forge where rows of blades ranging from long swords to short daggers hang from the wall. They have guns here? Bro, can we just get a gun? We are from New York. All of the blades... Wow, we have a different track for each place. Amazing. All of the blades look fairly plain, but the steel edges glint dangerously amidst the warm glow of the forge. Are we not going to acknowledge there's guns? Unlike the previous shopkeeper, the metalsmith ignores us as he pounds out a red-hot blade. He also blades guns. Sparks jump from clanging metal, reminding me of fireflies. Leanna lets me browse the swords. Please, guns. I reach for the one that catches my eyes. Okay, I guess we don't get the gun. Not epic. As I gently remove it from the shelf, I miscalculate its weight and drop it. The steel scratches the ground with a sharp screech. The metalsmith pauses in his work to glower. Glower. I've never seen this word in my life. Glower. A warning. Leanna looks on in shock.
Careful!
I quickly right the sword back up and grip it tightly. Leanna now watches me with intrigue.
Is this the first time you've held a sword?
Practice once only. I lift, bro. Just a minor miscalculation. I got it. I got it. Come on, hey, calm down. Shaking my head, I take a practice swing with the sword and it glides gracefully in the air. Leanna looks impressed.
Was that a move from your kendo?
I nod.
Not bad.
I swing again and the movement flows naturally. As the sword cuts through the air with a sharp thwing, I can't help but admire how smoothly it slices. This is high quality craftsmanship. Let's go with this one. As before, Leanna discusses with the shopkeeper. When she returns, I strap the sword to my belt. Wow, we already got armor and a sword. Episode 2? Epic. We make one more stop to gather supplies for our travel. By the time we're finished, the sun is set and darkness blankets in the sky. The town is aglow with soft lights, glint from within houses and the lamppost on the streets. As we pass by a lamppost, I peek inside and see a small crystal shining brilliantly. Using the lights to guide us, we find the inn. I take a seat at one of the crude tables while Leanna talks to the innkeeper behind the bar. There are a scattering of other patrons, mostly men who sit alone, nursing a tankard of what I assume to be ale. I stifle a yawn. Now that I've had a chance to sit down, I feel the full weight of my fatigue. That was an actual yawn. Sorry, I'm horny. Luckily, Leanna returns and hands me a key.
This is your room for the night. It's right next to mine.
Oh, boo. Thanks. She nods.
They should be coming out with our dinner soon. Then we should get to sleep. We have an early start tomorrow.
You know, for how horny we are, she's just really nice. My stomach grumbles in anticipation. Sorry. Leanna smiles as she sits in the empty stool next to mine. Our meals arrive and I stare at the bowl before me. It's a goopy, thick stew and looks about as appetizing as dog food, but it smells pretty good. What is this?
It's stew.
What kind of stew?
Rabbit.
A brief image of a cute, fluffy bunny flashes across my eyes.
Is something wrong?
Is there normal stew? Meat is murder. Meat is murder. Nope, all good. I only eat non-GMO, all-natural, vegan, certified, gluten-free, 100% whole grain, no trans fat, grass-fed, no preservative, organic pasture meals. I think we're all good. I'll have rabbit. I'm all about trying new foods. Nothing's wrong. This is fine. Thanks. I take a tentative bite of my stew.
How is it?
Amazing. Different. Adequate. It's amazing. We love rabbit here. This is even better than I expected. Leanna grins as she digs in. I finish eating and Leanna cleans her bowl. Then the two of us head upstairs. She pauses in front of her room and I stop in front of mine. Good night.
Good night.
I'm about to enter my room and I hear a small voice.
Boy?
Looking down, I see the pongo back at my feet. Now that I think about it, ever since we entered the village, he's been awfully silent. Have you been following us this whole time? Or did you lose us and find us again? The pongo blinks twice and bounces.
Boy.
I don't know what that means.
Pongos aren't exactly welcomed everywhere.
Why is that?
Well, they absorb the energy around them, including crystals which are used to light lampposts, or other similar items.
Ah, I can see how that would be bad.
I think this guy knew to stay out of sight once we came in here.
What if someone sees him here?
As long as he doesn't stray too close to a crystal, he'll be fine. People only make a fuss when it looks like their crystal might be drained.
Got it. She reaches towards the pongo.
Do you want to sleep with me tonight?
Yes.
Boy.
The pongo snuggles against my leg. Leanna sighs.
I thought as much.
She opens the door and flashes me one last smile.
Sleep well.
She disappears into her room. I open my door and step through. The pongo perks up.
Boy.
It's just me and Pongo tonight, baby. One bed, two pongos, three brothers. Let him in. No, my room. Yeah, he's gonna serve his purpose. I step away from the door and the pongo hops in. As I close the door behind him, he continues to hop around the room as if inspecting it. Yawning widely, I collapse onto the bed. The pongo continues to circle the room. Are you looking for a good place to sleep?
Boy.
He suddenly leaps up and lands on my bed. Then he bounces to the foot of the bed and wiggles himself a cozy nest by creating a small crater on the top of the blanket. I can't help but grin at the little guy. Good night, Pongo.
Boy.
I roll over in bed, and it's not long before I'm fast asleep. Speaking of being fast asleep... Oh, this is the same night-day sound effect from Ethereal Enigma. 100%. Has to be. Speaking of going to sleep... Oh, yawn, I'm so tired after episode 2. Am I right? Okay, that's episode 2. Good night. Do me 4 favors. Like, comment, subscribe. It does always help me find a girlfriend. And bye-bye.